The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Penn State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Finley. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Slams it ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the UCLA Bruins offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And how about this matchup we'll see today between two tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, two guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
Yeah, it's not often that you say the tight end is the key to the offense's success. Both of these teams feel that way, though. So which of these two dudes can make the most plays today?
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away run.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Bruins are marching down the field.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Quick completion on the out route. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that one.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And the Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside. Marking right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
A lot of yardage in front of them. First and 10 from their own 19. Trying to get to it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He makes the connection. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go to the fullback. The Nittany Lions get enough for the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The offense down to the 22 on first and 10. To the ground with the back. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4. Might as well stick with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Bruins want to move quickly. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Finley. Caught. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Runs through a tackle.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They try to pop a run on the draw. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Back to throw, it's Finley. Gets it out quickly. Oh, it's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the up. Gets a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete. Throws
to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State! And the extra point makes it 28-0. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner is stopped. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half.
Number 12, set to advance on the
He'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bruin.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the route.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Off-play action. He's right on target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Bruins decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that out.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Finley. Pulls it in. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Quarterback keeper. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Going with the ground game left. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He's got 98 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the single back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to throw, it's Finley. Quarterback moving. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Running back with the carry.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on touchdown, Nittany Lions? And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the misfire, now on second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the company.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
With jet sweep pass. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He breaks a tackle.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up. Quarterback checking the play. To throw, it's Finley. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He caught it. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Penn State, 42, UCLA.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On second down, he'll let it fly. This one's complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
First down.
He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now after the short completion, it's second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Just complete and utter dominance in this.